look at the track of Michael. Brian Schofield, what is it looking like right now?
That's a good one, and you're right about that. A Cat 3 coming up. I mean, as a 1 right now, you can see it sliding into the Atlantic Basin. I mean, really, we're talking about areas across the Caribbean, Atlantic, and Gulf. That's the Atlantic Basin. So what we're looking at now, right in the Gulf, you can see by Tuesday, still a force as it continues as a Cat 2, but as a Cat 3, it might actually make landfall as we get into Wednesday. Right around Panama City, it looks like that's the early track for it, of course, and then it just zips through and becomes a big rainmaker, and really offshore once again. So that's one that we'll be tracking, obviously, because it affects so many various states over there on the East Coast, and not quite even the East Coast, even more of the Gulf Coast. But we've got some wind that has finally settled down here. Temperatures haven't settled down. If anything, they're coming back up again. We knew that would happen once that area of low pressure that brought that cool kind of pattern for the past couple of days is finally slipping out toward the east. Boy, it took us time to do that too. But we do have some wind sticking around a little bit, it looks like, maybe 10, 12, 15 miles an hour or so. So a little bit of a breeze, but that ends pretty quickly in the overnight hours, and through the middle of the week we might see it come back again because we'll have a system to the north that'll actually plunge southward, and that'll give us some more cool air. But what we've got right now is that low, and it looks big. I'll tell you, as it opens up and makes its way in the central plains, it could be a big rainmaker for other people, not so much for us. But look at this. Futurecast kicks it out to the east. Now watch what comes into the north. A little bit on Wednesday, but more so Thursday, we get another system through, and there's just enough moisture to eke out maybe a shower or two. So we'll put it in for Thursday. That remnant right there you saw zip on by, that was Sergio. Not much for us for that. Computer models are keeping us out of the loop on that, but Arizona not so much. It'll be like another Rosa for Arizona. Maybe not that much heavy rain, but certainly an opportunity for some rain. So we'll keep temperatures down after midweek. So we push them up to the 80s, a nice little uptick in the temperatures. They come back down again, and then they're back up again for the start of the weekend. We'll keep some of those clouds in. But I'll tell you, this is fall weather, and it's sticking around. Even with that 80-degree temperature on Saturday, we still fall with the temperatures. I mean, that's what we should be. We should fall the temperature, right? Down through next week. So plan on early next week, us dropping them even more, especially with overnight lows back into the middle 50s. We haven't seen that in a while, but it was a chilly weekend, and it'll be a chilly week ahead, but probably without all that wind. That might make it feel a little bit better. Back to you guys.